Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Tuesday, the 9th of February. All right, now, bit of a slow start to the week, but same theme as where we left off Friday. The US equity markets, having a pretty good day. They're not quite up 1%, but they're not far off it. And it's given us a nice sort of risk-on setup. Okay, the dollar pair is generally going down, the dollar block going up. So nice, easy setup. On the charts, though, you can see there's not a huge amount of movement. The two sort of pairs, and understanding the risk-on, risk-off profile, really it's the commodity currencies that really kick into gear. Aussie and Kiwi up 0.3%, okay, clearly ahead of the rest of the pack. So that's, if you're following that risk-on, risk-off profile, keep an eye on generally the Aussie, Kiwi, and the CAD. The CAD's drifting lower, but, we had that mixed really bad employment numbers out of Canada on Friday, probably slowing it down somewhat, but looks pretty nice just to start with. It's a nice lead into your week. Now, coming across, as I said, just about having a look at the charts here, the dollar index moving nicely to the top side. We get the US numbers, drifts lower, and now we're sort of sitting on support here just under 90.90. But we're going to need that next little stimulus drive or push to give us that next level of momentum. That's probably not going to happen until Thursday's US CPI numbers. Now, just having a look, you can get a good feel for what's happening in the market just by having all these charts up. See the dollar index sort of just drifting down. Dollar Swiss just drifting back down into the range, just sort of really hugging that old resistance trend line. Dollar yen, well, it's nice little Ichi bar set up here where it's broken down through the cloud and the trend line at the same level. I don't expect it to move huge, but you know what, it is a little break. And dollar CAD fighting those numbers, the dollar weakness dominating, and I think that's primarily because oil continues to rally and put downward pressure on dollar CAD. Euro, well, it's got above that old resistance line or short-term resistance line, now sort of sitting in between, well, not a rock and a hard place, but between a couple of levels. Sterling also, and we've got I guess tomorrow we've got a lot of sterling manufacturing numbers and things out. And here's Aussie and Kiwi, cruising to the top side. So Aussie should probably get a few more followers if it breaks above 77.20. We'll wait and see how that goes. But momentum, it's not exactly like volatile. And that's actually probably really nice markets because you get these nice moves that just slowly develop. And when they go through trend lines, they do accelerate. But we are looking for the next major driver, right? So if you look through, and the macros are coming into play, we've got some business confidence numbers out in Australia. Keep an eye on those. Any business sentiment, confidence numbers, consumer confidence, anything like that seems to be sort of coming into play. And then you come down through the rest of the data, and there's not much out, right? So what you're going to be doing is, I'd say through that North American session, just keep an eye on the equity markets. That's going to be the major sort of catalyst for direction just at the moment. If anything outside of that, there's no major news, right? Except for Elon Musk. No wonder Bitcoin has been rallying super aggressively. They've just bought 1.5 billion worth. Now, you don't put that news doesn't come out when you're about to buy them. It comes out well after. So that's where that big move up in Bitcoin has come into play. And you know what, it's sort of whoever's got the most Bitcoins can put it where they like to. And Elon Musk is talking about potentially selling Teslas for Bitcoin. So we'll see how that plays out. But I mean, as you can see, you can't deny it. I mean, there's no structure behind Bitcoin. Okay, I know I like the whole concept, but it's now at $44,000. It is so out of control. Anyway, I don't even know where to start with Bitcoin. It's just one of those things you can't measure. It's just a matter of, it's like a giant Ponzi scheme. Whoever's got the most can, as I said, can put it where they want to. Something's got to come unstuck at this stage. It reminds me of the dot-com boom back in 2000, but we'll see how, and we know how that finished. This is a little bit different, but it's wild. All right, not much else to look at. As you can see on this page here, you got the news, not a lot to read there. They're just sort of trying to drum up some interest. The focus is the US equity markets. It's drifting through into the currencies and the other instruments. We've got like another day to wait before anything sort of really kicks in. All right, guys, have a good one. Cheerio.